Okay. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Tyler, and welcome back to Scorpio Oxman channel. Okay, so I want to explain what's going on with this picture, and I've been absolutely thrilled to um uh to explain to you about this reading regarding what's going on with this situation in the Ultimate Fighters Championship world, the world of the UFC. And they're saying, people could call it hype. I mean, people could call it hype in that in the sports world, in the world of combat sports, as they call it, or the world of mixed martial arts. However, I definitely believe that they're calling this that if this fight goes down, if this match goes down, they're saying it's going to be the match of the century, the match of the 21st century. If it does go down, the rumor is that with Jon Jones versus Tom Aspinall, Jon Jones of the USA versus Tom Aspinall of the UK. And they're saying the rumor is that it's going to happen later this year in 2025. Now the truth is it may not happen at all. But the rumor is that if it does happen, it's going to be later this year. And the truth is, I mean, if you've done your research or haven't done your research yet and will, um, it's there's all kinds of info you'll find out and rumors all around about it happening. And if it does happen, it'll be again I'll say later this year, but nothing is confirmed. But something we do know is that it's been very everybody knows, like whether people are a fan of UFC or in everybody in the sports world and who's a fan of sports world knows about this issue, this situation. And everybody knows that Tom Aspinall has challenged Jon Jones for the top of the line championship in the U of the UFC and title of best fighter in the world, you could easily say as well. Um, and so yeah, so what I want to explain is why that is. So knowing Tom Aspinall's date of birth and knowing Jon Jones' date of birth details, knowing their astrology sign in Primal Astrology, you could see it right here. I've written it all out for you to read easily. And let me basically, I want to explain. If I were to explain to you in short, this is what it would be. Okay, so why is Tom Aspinall challenging Jon Jones? Okay, I know it's easy to think and say, okay, it's for the belt. It's for the ultimate highest level title of champion of the world. Obviously, right? But it's like how do reasons what are the reasons that come about with that? And you could say, let's say Jon Jones wasn't at the top like he is, in the world of the UFC or in the world of mixed martial arts. Okay. It's like, let's say he was some level down in that. Would would Tom Aspinall at some point challenge him still? Yes, I believe so, because of course Jon Jones has the huge resume. Jon Jones has the huge resume, the big resume, and people would definitely challenge him and want to go at him because like they know his history, his record and that because they wanna challenge him like because of his record because that way they'll get a good record, if they were successful if they were successful going against him in the octagon or in the ring, whatever you want to call it. In the UFC, they call it the octagon. Okay. Um, so here's the thing. What I'm saying is that Tom Aspinall in general is attracted to, or you could say attracted to, or you could say in the astrology world, they would say drawn to Jon Jones. So astrologically, so I'm telling you right now that it is a fact. Tom Aspinall is astrologically, he is drawn to Jon Jones. Now uh I've written all this out for you. So here you go. Jon Jones, he's spirit of the praying mantis. Tom Aspinall is spirit of the octopus. Now that's in primal astrology. That is their spirit animals in primal astrology. Now, why is that? That's because Jon Jones, July 19, 1987 is Jon Jones' date of birth. July 19, 1987, that was day of the praying mantis in primal astrology. That is why Jon Jones is spirit of the praying mantis. I just want to briefly throw out there that Kobe Bryant was is also a praying man. Kobe Bryant, his birth date, he's also the praying mantis as well. I just wanted to throw that out there. If you want to, was there another famous praying mantis in the sport world of sports? There was Kobe Bryant. So I just wanted to throw that out there. So that's something Jon Jones has in common with Kobe Bryant. And again, Tom Aspinall, so his date, he's 1993. Uh, which one was it? He's born on the 11th. I have to Tom Aspinall. He's the 11th of which a month again? April, April 11, 1993. Okay, April 11, 1993. That was Day of the Octopus in Primal Astrology. That is why he is Spirit of the Octopus. Okay, so I'll scroll down here, and my explanation is very simple here, okay? In the Primal Astrology world, based on the day that you're born, the day that we're born, which is our spirit animal, which turns out to be our spirit animal. So the octopus is naturally drawn to the praying mantis, okay, in the world of primal astrology. And because of this is what I'm saying, okay? The praying mantis has full control and full leadership over the octopus between the two signs. Okay. Now, just going back, okay, I just wanted to mention and explain and have the explanation for you that a lot of critics have been saying, oh, that Tom Aspinall would defeat Jon Jones very easily. Now, wait a minute. I mean, first of all, it is a very unpredictable sport. Just like the world of boxing, they say that the case in another combat sport, which is boxing. This is mixed martial arts in the UFC, in the world of the UFC. So now a lot of critics are saying, okay, Tom Aspinall has the speed and the size more so than Jon Jones. He would defeat Jon Jones very easily. And some have even said, oh, they wouldn't make it out of the first round of five. Apparently, I think there would be 5 rounds, if I'm not mistaken. And they actually said that they would not make it out, that Jon Jones wouldn't make it out of the first round. Now, wait a minute, wait a minute. So I'll tell you now that I don't believe that one bit, and I know that. Okay, number one, it's like, okay, wait. It's like Jon Jones has the far more experience, the far bigger resume, the far bigger record in his career than the younger than the much younger Tom Aspinall. Or but they're 6 years apart in age. So Tom Aspinall is like 6 years younger, basically, and it's like that's not far off, really. I mean, but the truth of the matter is Jon Jones. They all know that Jon Jones, he has the bigger resume. But why is it? Why is it that they think Tom Aspinall would defeat Jon Jones easily, and they think, okay, he's bigger and he's faster. But I'm telling you that okay, that doesn't. They say okay, according to history and records and all that, the bigger one and the faster one is going to win, and especially if they're younger, then it's not hands down. It's going to be an easy to predict who's going to win, who's going to get it. But what I'm telling you here is I'm not so convinced of that. I'm not convinced that Tom Aspinall is going to have a cakewalk or would have a cakewalk with Jon Jones in the octagon because of the reason that I'm showing you right here. Okay? The reason that I'm showing you right here is the explanation right here. Tom Aspinall is the octopus. The octopus is attracted to or drawn to the praying mantis. The praying mantis, who is Jon Jones. And because of this, that makes the one that's attracted to the other is the one that doesn't have the control. It's the one who is being attracted to that has the control, okay, and the power. That is the truth. That really is the truth. I mean, I that's what I that's what I interpret of it. The one that looks up to the other. I don't want to say the one with the lesser power, but hey, man, look, man, like if if it's a case where Tom Aspinall is looking up to Jon Jones, because hey, Jon Jones, you could say he's the one. He's the one who says, okay, I'm waiting for the challenger, whatever challenger, and it's like, the one that looks up to the other, that's not the one with more control or power. It's not the case, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. I'm not going to say that I'm right and everybody else is not correct. I'm correct, nobody else and everybody else is not. No, I'm not. It's just my opinion. Okay. So the one who's drawn to the other, that's the one that's going to have a more of a challenge on their hands, in a match. Okay. But that's again, it's just my opinion. And so Jon Jones being the praying mantis, the spirit of the praying mantis. So again, uh, the praying mantis does have full control and full leadership over the octopus because the octopus is attracted to the praying mantis. That is the reason why. And between these two signs. Now I'm explaining a bit of the reason here. The praying mantis, okay, water is attracted to fire. The octopus is the water sign. Praying mantis is the fire sign. Now, I want to explain more here because I'm even going to type it out here for you. Uh, the um, the praying mantis, the praying mantis has an Aries moon. Now, we all know if you're into astrology, you know that Aries is the fire sign. Okay. And is uh I'm gonna say this. I don't know if I'm spelling Ophiuchus correctly, but Tom Aspinall Tom Aspinall has an Ophiuchus moon, which is right. Okay, so the sign of Ophiuchus, as you know, it's right in between Scorpio and Sagittarius. Ophiuchus is a water sign. Okay, Tom Aspinall, his moon is Ophiuchus. Okay, John Jones, his moon is Aries. Ophiuchus is attracted to Aries for the simple reason that water is attracted to fire. Again, Ophiuchus is water, Aries is fire. There you go. Okay. So the praying mantis is it's an Aries moon and day of snake in Chinese astrology. The Aries snake combination in primal astrology. That is spirit of the praying mantis. The combination of Ophiuchus and dog in primal astrology is spirit of the octopus. Now, Tom Aspinall, so the day he was born, it was an Ophiuchus moon, and he was born on day of the dog. DOG, the dog, in Chinese astrology. Okay. He's year of the rooster, 1993. He's year of the rooster, yes. But more importantly, he's day of the dog. So again, uh, Scorpio, one with a Scorpio or Ophiuchus moon, they're basically the same constellation. I mean, they are different signs, but I would definitely believe that Ophiuchus would still count as being sign of the octopus in primal astrology when combined with the dog. So the sign that is Ophiuchus moon and day of dog in Chinese astrology, that's going to be combination which makes spirit of the octopus. Okay. So, and generally, it's Scorpio moon with day of dog. That's going to be the octopus, spirit of octopus. In this case, with Tom Aspinall, he has Ophiuchus moon, which is the same, which is still spirit of the octopus. Okay, so there you have it. So what I'm saying, so yeah, so water is attracted to fire. Okay. Water is attracted to fire or drawn to. Um, so Tom Aspinall, okay, Tom Aspinall physically, he may be bigger and he may be faster than John Jones in the octagon. So that doesn't mean he's going to have it easy with him, is all I'm saying. This is going to be, if this goes down, so if this match goes down, Tom Aspinall is going to have his biggest challenge by far. By far, it will be his biggest challenge. And the astrological reason is what I'm showing you right here. Okay. So there's an astrological reason for every event that happens and occurs. And I mean, if there is such a thing as explanations for things, okay? What I believe, I'm not believing the hype or the criticism out there with the critics of the UFC saying that Tom Aspinall would easily defeat John Jones, and they're accusing John Jones of chickening out from this bout, from this match. I don't believe that one bit. And I explained today to you. I just explained it with this video for you. So I explained in this video why to you, why I don't believe that. So John Jones and Tom Aspinall, just like all of them, they follow a schedule. Okay, they are following a schedule. Things are not booked overnight with matches and that. So if Tom Aspinall, he comes along and hey, I get it, it makes perfect sense why he would challenge John Jones for the top of the line title, right? And so that makes perfect sense. But stuff, you know, it is my understanding and knowledge that, stuff like this isn't going to be arranged overnight. And it depends, it's just like, in the Hollywood, in Hollywood, they don't, stuff doesn't get planned overnight. It could take months and even years. It's easily going to be a number of months and a lot of times even a number of years to arrange for a project to happen or an event to happen. And that's not the case in this case in the UFC. This has taken months. People said, "Oh, this has dragged on for long." Well, no, it hasn't. It really hasn't. I mean, a couple of years is not really that long a period of time for a challenger like Tom Aspinall to be challenging John Jones and the UFC trying to make it happen. It's probably not going to take years. It'll definitely take a number of months to eventually happen. So, and again, nothing is even confirmed about it, and stuff happens too. Like injuries happen to the fighters, and that's definitely going to delay. That's definitely going to delay some matches from occurring. Because if either fighter got injured, then they have to wait, like or if they get healed at all, it's going to delay it more, so that's another issue you got to think of too. And so don't I have advice for all you UFC fans out there and that don't believe this hype you hear about, oh, it's being John Jones is deliberately delaying it. No, it's like there's circumstances in life that happen naturally that are gonna delay stuff from occurring and that. And so it's not, a lot of stuff what you hear in the world of the critics and that a lot of that stuff is they're just opinions and not based on reality, right? A lot of opinions are just opinions. They're not based on reality. But what I just explained to you here today is based on reality. That I can promise you. So, and nothing in this life is a coincidence. There's an explanation for everything. And the explanation for this situation is right here. So all written out for you. So thanks again for watching today, guys. And oh, by the and I wish the bet whatever happens, regardless of what happens, I wish the best for John Jones and Tom Aspinall and the UFC, of course, and all the other fighters in the UFC. Just to be injury free for their careers to go on and their dreams to become true and you name it. And all my heart goes out to you and them. So so thanks again, guys. Until next time. And thanks again for I want to thank you again for all the comments that you've left for me on the channel, and I appreciate it again. I thank you again for all the lovely comments that you've left me, and keep sending your questions at me at scorpiooxman.com. ScorpioOxman.com, or ScorpioOxman at gmail.com is where you send your questions to me, and I answer your questions for free. So that's ScorpioOxman at gmail.com. Okay. Until next time, guys, all the best. God bless. Thank you. Sending lots of love.